All right, so Trump is going to build a new Trump Tower in Saudi Arabia while he's president of this country. All right, politics aside for a minute, what's with Trump and these towers, these phallic monuments to his tiny penis?
And he referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem.
On 9/11, with thousands of Americans dead and millions in mourning, Trump celebrated the collapse of the World Trade Centers with his penis. I mean, his building, which he proudly claimed now was the tallest.
Actually, before the World Trade Center was the tallest. And then when they built the World Trade Center, it became known as the second tallest, and now it's the tallest.
And of course, 15 of the 19 9/11 terrorists were Saudis. But despite all of this, I see why Trump loves Saudi Arabia. It's perfect for him. First of all, did you know it's illegal to wear shorts there? Which Trump digs. I mean, if this was your ass, would you want the world to see it? And alcohol? It's illegal there too. But it's a Muslim country, and Trump doesn't care because he doesn't drink. But did you hear the Muslim part?
Most importantly, I brought my Bible.
But of course, Trump doesn't read the Bible, so he'll fit right in.
Okay. You mentioned the Bible. You've been talking about how it's your favorite book. And you said, I think last night in Iowa, some people are surprised that you say that. I'm wondering what one or two of your most favorite Bible verses are and why.
I wouldn't want to get into it because to me that's very personal. You know, when I talk about the Bible, it's very personal. So I don't want to get into verses. I don't want to get into...
There's no verse that means a lot to you that you think about or cite?
The Bible means a lot to me. I moved in her like a bitch.
Trump may be concerned, however, that possession of porn is a capital crime could get you the death penalty.
Prove that I'm lying. Prove I didn't see your dick.
The Republicans would love it in Saudi Arabia because being gay or transgender, it's illegal.
Your kid goes to school and comes home a few days later with an operation.
Also, public displays of affection, that's a no. Melania would fit right in. Trump would love the Saudi experience when it comes to women, too. They're not allowed to have a passport, and they can't even choose who they marry, and there's no minimum age for children to marry. I'm not kidding. Some girls in Saudi Arabia as young as 8 have been forced to marry much older men.
He likes beautiful women, and many of them are on the younger side.
E.T. discovered this footage in our archive, which we provided to CBS News.
Soon. Thursday night. You going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years.
But Republicans would love that. I mean, child marriage is currently legal here in 37 states. Yeah, all of them red. Oh yeah, and add Fox News humps to the list of conservative Republicans who hate women.
And to be a man and then vote for a woman just because she's a woman is either childish, that person has mommy issues, or they're just trying to be accepted by other women. And I heard the scientists say the other day that when a man votes for a woman, he actually transitions into a woman.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's what the science says.
Science says that.
So look, Trump's going to make hundreds of millions of dollars from this guy, Mohammed bin Salman, a dictator who murdered Jamal Khashoggi, an American journalist who MBS had dismembered in the Saudi embassy in Istanbul while Trump was president. This guy is a bad guy, and at the same time, Trump's role model. So he's going to help Trump get this tower, and Trump will trade him by selling the Saudis more planes and bombs like the ones they used on the women and children in Yemen during their drought and civil war. And even before Trump took office in January of 2017, Fat Donnie was nursing his questionable business connections with Russian oligarchs, Saudi royals, and other international scumballs. Eric Trump, who announced this latest Saudi tower back in the day, wasn't shy at all about telling the world where Trump borrowed his money.
I remember very clearly what he said. He said, no, we don't need American banks. We have all the funding we need out of Russia.
Trump's flat refusal to lease tax records, despite repeated promises to do so, hid his financial dealings with a litany of killers around the world.
Putin's a killer. A lot of killers. We got a lot of killers. Why, you think our country's so innocent?
And Trump's financial dealings with Saudi Arabia have been anything but small change. Back in 2001, he sold the entire 45th floor of Trump Tower to the Saudis for $4.5 million. The fact that Trump then became the 45th president serves as proof that if there is a God, he has a f***ed up sense of humor. And of course, as I mentioned, 15 of the 19 terrorists on 9/11, they were Saudis.
Chilling new video that they say links Saudi Arabia to the deadly attack in our nation. At a press conference today, a group of victims' families ripped former President Donald Trump for remaining silent in the wake of the video release and not addressing what they call damning evidence of Saudi Arabian complicity in the terrorist attacks. The chilling footage shows the U.S. Capitol, like any other tourist video of the iconic building, until it revealed this was shot by a Saudi intelligence agent.
MBS, while ruling over a country that still preaches death to Americans in their mosques and treats women like possessions, has become close to Donnie. So this is what the next 4 years will be. Trump using the White House to line his pockets while we listen to his goober base praise him as a great American.
The other day, Donald Trump said on his first day he's going to be a dictator for a day.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Would you rather have Donald Trump as a dictator for 4 years or re-elect Joe Biden for 4 years?
I would rather have Donald Trump. I'd like to see the repeal the Roosevelt law so that he can be a president for a lot more than 4 years.
I believe in hate speech. When you have hate for somebody, I am 100% into speech, hate speech, because it's freedom of speech. You can speak.
So if you hate someone, you should be able to just say it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we need a Christian back in the House. All of his beliefs and the way he stands up for America, save America, help our people. We definitely need him back in the House.
And the rest of the Republican Party trying to figure out how far they can push their own grift. I mean, look at the number of Trump suck-ups who were at one point his greatest critics. Rubio, Vance, Cruz, Haley, Lindsey, McConnell, McCarthy.
The man is utterly amoral.
I'm proud to have worked hand in hand with President Trump.
I think he's a kook. I think he's uninformed. Here's why I'm with Trump.
They're now his little bitches for two reasons. They're greedy and they have no spine.
Well, don't you love me?
And I almost forgot Jared, who parlayed his time near Donnie Diapers by getting the Saudis to give his investment fund
$2 billion from a fund chaired by the Crown Prince known as MBS. Nice work if you can get it. The ex-president also benefited from Saudi-backed tournaments at his golf course and a Saudi real estate company's agreement to build a Trump hotel in Oman. Sounds like a perfect opportunity for the House Oversight Committee to investigate whether a former president and his senior White House advisor peddled government access to enrich themselves, something that committee chairman James Comer was asked about Sunday.
It's a $2 billion investment in Kushner's funds from the Saudis. We know the former President Trump's has also received funds related to the Saudi golf tour. Senator Ron Wyden says these financial entanglements deserve investigation. Will you be investigating that as well?
I think everything's on the table. Look, we're investigating Joe Biden.
And here's my favorite part of the story. The Saudis actually had an ethics committee which wanted to halt the transfer of money from going to Kushner because the fund to them looked suspect, and that such a deal created the appearance of paying back Jared's actions in the White House. And the ethics panel worried about owing Trump more favors should he ever become president again. Oops. So MBS punched it through. So apparently Trump gets to build yet another dream penis with one of the world's worst people. Oh, here's Donnie breaking ground on the new site.
Damn right. I'm as mad as hell. This is not a normal election.
Whether the women like it or not.
Suck my fat one. This isn't their Republican Party anymore.
And this guy's personal life is a total disaster.
Trust me.
Shut the f*** up, Darren. Who's with me? Oh, yeah, the lie.
Indictable.
Out of sheer morbid curiosity, I'm allowing this freak show to continue.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes!
Tick-tock!
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.